Hi there, Pisces. Star-Lord is here. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm doing a sign-by-sign compatibility based on sun sign only, and the combinations, how well they work with other signs. Now I'm going through all 12 signs, starting with Aries, ending with Pisces, and I'm doing a thumbs up, thumbs down, neutral type of rating for it. So we're going to start off here with the Pisces Aries combination. Now, okay, this is for longevity in relationships. Now, keep in mind, it's just my opinion. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments about your experiences with other sun signs. But from my astrological knowledge and from what I've seen, this is what I've come up with. Okay, first of all, Pisces and Aries combination, I gave that one a thumbs down. I feel those two energies don't really respond very well to one another, although they can make good friends for long-term relationship. I haven't seen this combination work very well for the long term. The reason being is that the Pisces emotional nature and the Aries temperament, sometimes because the Aries, the fire sign, Aries in particular, can sometimes respond with extreme temper outbursts when they get agitated or anxiety ridden. They can often explode and say some pretty hurtful things, and the Pisces, being very sensitive, can take this to heart. So I feel that these energies for long term are kind of a thumbs down. Now next we have Pisces and Taurus energies combined. I gave that a thumbs up. Reason being is that these two energies seem to blend well together. The Pisces can be very sweet and romantic, and the Taurus as well can be very romantic, and they can like the Taurus can root the Pisces to a place where they need to be, because sometimes Pisces' emotions can be all over the place, and the Taurus is the good grounding spot for them. So I've seen this energy, these two signs work well together, and so these energies can blend. Now next we have Pisces and Gemini. I feel that this is a neutral energy when it's in combination for long term. The Pisces is, again, you know, can be extremely emotional and very sweet, and the Gemini is very very charming and likes to make Pisces laugh, and Pisces feels really good and really comfortable with Gemini. However, the two energies don't blend all that well together because of Pisces wanting that sort of emotional grounding, and Gemini finds it hard sometimes to be emotionally grounded. So in that respect, it can go either way. It's neutral energy. I have seen it last, but I've also seen it fall apart very quickly too. Next one we have is the Pisces Cancer energies together. I feel is neutral, and the reason being is that although both are water signs and can understand each other on an emotional level and probably would have a very strong emotional attachment to one another and almost be spiritual and psychic with one another, this combination can work long term. However, it can be a little bit of a struggle because Cancer's moodiness can sometimes set off Pisces' need for emotional grounding and stability. Next we have Pisces with the Leo combination. I gave that one a thumbs up for longevity. I've seen this combination work very well long term, whereas the Pisces needs that emotional grounding, and Leo can give that to them. Leos can be very grounded when they want to be. They're also, they take the lead. Leos like to take the lead in the social realm, and Pisces is very happy to be on their arm and be with them, and is very proud of their Leo partner. And Leo is very much loving Pisces' sweet nature and their romantic side. And when we move down to Pisces and Virgo, this is the opposite sign. This is, I give a thumbs down to, and like I've told all the other prior signs, that when it comes to opposite signs, although these relationships can be extremely alluring, and we do tend to want to go full force with them, very intense energies back and forth because of the polarity. We have at the base, all of us, we all have opposite signs, and at the base of the opposite sign is something very familiar. It's almost like a mirror image. We can see ourselves in the other person, and that's great. That's where the attraction comes in. However, what often happens with these relationships is they can become very intense when the polarities kick in, and the opposite will happen. This can often be a love-hate relationship with our opposite signs, and that's why it can be very tumultuous, and oftentimes these relationships end very badly. It's very difficult to sustain that kind of intense energy for long periods of time. That's why I gave that a thumbs down for longevity. Next we have Pisces and Libra. This combination is neutral. It can work. However, it can also be very difficult for these two signs to see eye to eye. They approach life a little bit differently. The Libra is a very sociable sign, and Pisces okay with that. They do like to be sociable as well. However, the Pisces emotional realm is all over the place. Sometimes they're sad one minute and they're extremely happy the next, and that kind of polarity can set Libra a little bit off. So there are times, again, it's going to depend hugely on the people involved. This is just a general guideline. So I gave that a neutral energy. It can work in some cases, and it's completely off in other cases. Pisces Scorpio combination, I gave that a thumbs up. These two signs tend to really understand one another. Scorpio has a grounding energy for their emotions that Pisces really tends to gravitate towards. They really love the strength and the durability and loyalty of Scorpio, and Scorpio just adores the sweetness and loving, kind nature of the Pisces. So this combination can work long time. Definitely thumbs up there. Now Pisces and Sagittarius, I gave a thumbs down to, because these energies can be well, it can be a little bit difficult. So there's not a lot of grounding energy here. Pisces, like I said, is more comfortable with a partner who can be emotionally grounding, and the Sagittarians love to, their love of adventure and their love of life outside the home and outside of everything. I mean, Sagittarians just love to be out in the world, and that can sometimes make Pisces feel a little bit insecure and not really want to pursue something like this long term. So that's why I gave that one a thumbs down. And next we move on to Pisces and Capricorn, and I gave that one a thumbs up. Pisces Capricorn combination, I have seen this combination work really well together. These energies can be very complementary. Capricorn's steadfast, ambitious, grounded nature can be a safe haven for the Pisces, and they definitely ground Pisces, and Pisces brings to the Capricorn a really nice emotional side, and lighter and sweeter and more romantic side that the Capricorn could really use. So, and I have seen this combination work, so definitely has a thumbs up. Pisces and Aquarian combination, again, I've seen this combination work sometimes. However, I give it a neutral rating because of the fact that there's not a lot of grounding energy here. The Pisces, again, needs that emotional, well, it doesn't need it, but it just feels more comfortable with the emotional grounding, and Aquarians being so emotionally detached, it can cause a bit of a disturbance for Pisces. On the other hand, they can work well together. That's why it's neutral, because there's a respect that Pisces will always have for Aquarius, and Aquarius will love Pisces' freewheeling emotional nature, because Pisceans are very free with their emotions and tend to, you know where you stand with them, because they make it very clear how they feel, and Aquarius would appreciate that knowledge, because Aquarians love knowledge. And Aquarians can be kind of grounding for the Pisces. Again, it depends hugely on the people involved. This is just based on sun signs. And then Pisces, with Pisces, gave it a neutral rating because of the fact that, again, with Pisces feeling more comfortable with emotional grounding and dealing with another Pisces, although these two signs will understand each other very well and emotionally can bond, and almost to the point of like incredible spiritual connection. However, there's not a lot of emotional grounding in this pairing for long term, because of the fact that they're both too much alike. They're too much it's maybe just too much emotion. and there's not a lot here to ground it. I hope you like this this video, Pisces, and if you did, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, this is just based on sun signs, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. I know you're my biggest commenters, so please share with me your stories of your experiences with the different signs. I'd love to hear it. Okay, until next time, take care, Pisces. Bye.